Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified when I post new videos, and I post all the time, just hit the bell notification. All right, now before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, also raising our own energy vibration and releasing negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, feeling it float away from you, freeing you, centering you. All right, let's begin. We're going to be starting with your chakra cards. Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides guide this message. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides guide this message and show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, so we're starting over here. Now this is inspiration. This is your sacral chakra. So you're letting go of a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. You're also going to be inspired more. There's an inspiration that is around you. There's a passion. There's a power. There's a beauty. Embrace it. Embrace it as you move forward. But also embrace it as you let yourself see creatively, okay? You let yourself be a little quote-unquote frivolous at times with the beauty that surrounds you and with the way that you're connecting with it, because you're releasing a lot of things that have held you back before, that have kept you small or insignificant, or feeling small or insignificant, and now you are shining with inspiration. You're like the sun, and that is absolutely beautiful. You are like the sun rising up. And then we have communication, which is the throat chakra. And this is saying here that you communicate on multifaceted levels. You can communicate astoundingly well. All right. But there is also a sense here that you are, not a sense, but you are also picking up on people's nonverbal cues. You're picking up on their energy cues. You're picking up on a lot. Okay. So this can make communication a bit difficult because you're not just listening to the words that they say, you're listening to so much more. And so as you're taking this in, it can become overwhelming. You'll sit there and be like, well, why is this person lying? Or, they don't really feel this way. Whereas they're dealing with it. There we go. They're dealing with it emotionally. And that's what it's going to do. It's going to muddle up the words that they're saying, just like I got tongue-tied right there. So that's going to be a very important thing to see and understand, that even though you're going to be much more deeply involved in communications and conversations, the other people may not be as invested. So just know that for yourself. Know that for your own well-being, because it can cause a bit of resentment and also a bit of frustration during this time. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this message. Ooh, okay. So these two and this one. Okay. And Spirit wants me to use this deck. Okay, cool. Oh, very nice. Can you see? All right. All right. So this side, the left side, this is your inner self, okay, your personal self. This right here, the middle, is your heart self. And this right here is your public self, the way the world perceives you, okay? And the way that you perceive the world. So it will give you multitude of messages. So we're starting off with the Five of Wands. Then we have the Queen of Chalices, the Queen of Cups. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. You have a Sagittarius energy coming forward. This is a time frame November 22nd to December 21st. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Then we have the King of Chalices. So there's a soulmate connection right here through love, through compassion, through understanding. And that is, I'm so thrilled that you have that. That is absolutely beautiful. And you have the Two of Cups, the Two of Chalices, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So you have two gifts from divinity right here, which is beautiful. Then you have the Knight of Swords, so you are absolutely taking this gift of the Ace of Swords, and you're definitely running with it, quite literally. Then we have the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, and the World. So that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Now, the Four of Pentacles is drawing me, okay, to talk about it right away, because, yeah, and I'm going to get to a few more things before we dive in completely. But the Four of Pentacles is like, there has been vampiric energy around you. There have been people who have drained you, and you might be feeling drained, overly lethargic at times, worried, upset, overwhelmed. All right, that's this Four of Pentacles energy, because this is my vampiric energy card. All right, so here there is this sense, this is, you know, energy vampires just kind of like sucking away, kind of like leeches, sucking away your joy, your prosperity. And that's something that you are absolutely, you're done with it. Now, does that mean that the energy comes back instantaneously? For some, it does. For others, it will take a little bit more time. And I'm not speaking negativity over you. I'm just telling you the facts as they're being shown. All right? So let's see the people in your life during this time. The people who are going to be harmful. Just the people to be aware of, okay? Ooh. Yeah, keep this. So I already shuffled and meditated upon the cards beforehand, so when they jump out like that, it's actually a really good sign. So Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Who should Taurus be mindful of? Who should Taurus be mindful of? July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Who should Taurus be mindful of? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Guide this reading. All right. So we're starting here with the Princess of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, somebody who is young, somebody who might have their heads a little bit in the clouds right now, but is also really contemplating their prosperity, the way to move forward. And this person can be just irritating you because they're not making a decision. And that's what I'm seeing here. They're kind of like, I see this almost as like she's biting her nails. And that's what Spirit is showing me, somebody biting their nails. So if you know somebody who bites their nails, okay, yeah, just be mindful, especially with things of money where they're taking their time and you're going to sit there and be like, oh my gosh, just jump already, just do something, make a decision. And so here, yeah, there's just somebody who's very nervous about, are they going to do the right thing? Are they not doing the right thing? How do they move forward? You know, how do people perceive them? So that's going to be something to just be mindful of. You know, how are they going to plant their seeds and move forward? Then you have Leo energy. This is a time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. And sometimes you and Leos do butt heads, and rather magnificently when you do, Taurus, because you guys are you're both stubborn and you're known for being stubborn. And I mean that in the best possible way. I love stubbornness. But here, there is the sense of Leo just wanting to charge in and do things. And you're going to be like, no, we need to step back. You know, and they could be the person who's biting their nails over a gift that's being given. And they're like kind of hemming and hawing, and then they'll make this decision and just charge forward. And you're going to be like, no, just stop it. Just stop, you know, and think a little bit. But this is also somebody who's going to be very much, I see this way. It has to be this way. If it's not this way, you're wrong. And that's just not going to be something you really jive with at all during this time. Okay, it's going to be something you find very annoying. Then we have Cancer energy. time frame, June 21st to July 22nd. This is somebody who's too emotional, charges off with everything just based off of emotions. Now, it can be a Cancer, it can be a person who is this describes. So here, this is somebody who runs off with their emotions. This one, with the Leo energy, this is just somebody who wants to win. The Strength card, this is somebody who wants to win. And what they're doing here is, instead of using the strength of compassion and understanding to move forward, they're using their strength of will, or you can see it as emotional manipulation, right? Here, this is somebody who just is running off with their heart. They don't think things through, and it's going to frustrate you. And then we have the King of Pentacles. This is just somebody who's unmoving. This is somebody who's worked hard, who's achieved, who's succeeded, and, period, end of discussion. They know what's right because of that. And you're going to sit there and you want this freedom. You want this freedom of expression, understanding. This is, again, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is a sense of somebody who is unyielding to new ideas, to new passions, to new understandings. And that's not going to be something that really works well with you. So let me get these to stand up if I can, just a little bit for you guys to see better. Okay, hopefully that's better. All right, cool. So now, diving into what the tarot is saying, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can be chaos just for chaos sake. It can be, okay, because we start with the Five of Wands and we end with the Four of Pentacles. So there is that digression here. The 4, then count down to the 5, then count down to 4. You can find here, and these two do, Spirit is saying, pick them up together. These two do go together. You're used to battles because you're used to vampires. You're used to having this exhaustion of energy, having to work so hard to just get a little bit further. And you're going to find that really here, especially with the heart, with the soul, with the coming together of what you love and the balance coming into play, this isn't going to be your narrative anymore. This isn't your story. The story is not of battles always having to be fought, of, moving forward in the way that brings dragons. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody slaying dragons, and that's what we have you publicly doing over here with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, Spirit is showing me he's running to slay dragons, and this is publicly like you're ready for the shoe to drop. You're ready for the next fight, and it's tiring. It's overwhelming, and this is saying here that love is coming in. Love is guiding you. Love is leading you forward. All right. You have this beautiful combination within your heart and within your personal self of this gorgeous couple. Just this gorgeous blending of your masculine and feminine sides, this gorgeous blending of what you want from life. This is a soulmate connection. Now, it can be a soulmate connection with a lover. All right. But I see soulmates as people who elevate our souls. So here with the Queen of Cups, you're having that elevation of souls peacefully. With the King of Cups, you're ruling over a small domain, but a powerful domain, all right? And that's within your own life. That's your own life, your own self. And yes, it seems small in comparison to the world, but it is all encompassing when it comes to us as individuals. So this is absolutely beautiful. And as you have the Queen of Cups coming in, there's a sense of love. There's a sense of peace. There's a sense of nurturing what you have discovered. There can also be a very strong urge to journal during this time, okay? Right here with that open book and her writing. It can be that you want to chronicleize something, all right? It can be that you need to get your thoughts in order, and journaling really helps you. For those of you who it doesn't help, it can be talking out loud. It's getting things straight. It's talking to somebody. It's having a sounding board. And you're going to find that brings balance into your life. It also is going to help you end a cycle. Now, you might be saying, Dane, I don't have somebody in my life who is like that, who is a sounding board, who I can find balance within and from. And this is saying, talk to your angels. You might want to start an angel journal where you sit there, your angels, your spirit guides, pick whomever you feel the most comfortable with, and just talk with them. Just sit there and have a conversation like you're talking to a person. Listen to the answers that are coming, because we do get answers, but we have to leave behind our own egos and our own selves. So here, with the Temperance card, it's like balance is needed. Balance within our lives, balance within ourselves, balance as we move forward. And as you have this balance coming in, the Four of Pentacles is saying you're very used to that balance being corrupted, that balance being taken away, that sense of harmony being shattered. And it's like, no more. No more. I'm done. Let's move forward. Let us move forward. And here with the emotional vampire card, all right, you're going to find that you need to just kind of sit quietly. And you're going to find that you're really revitalized when you sit quietly, when you take in this energy for yourself. So here, there is a sense of meditation being highly beneficial, or just sitting in silence, connecting with your heart, your soul, yourself, because you are ruling your world of your heart. And this, I love it. Spirit just said the king is in the heart line, and that is the ruler of the heart, and that is absolutely true. And the King of Cups is the most emotional of all the kings, right? So here, and also the most emotional of all the signs. So your heart is working double time, but your heart is also going to be rather logical at times. So it can be that at moments, as much as you give, as much as you care, you can feel almost like you're being a little bit cold or a little bit distant. You're not, you're just balancing, what you truly love. You're being kissed by your angels, and this is saying here, always come from a place of compassion. Always come from a place of love and understanding and beauty and serenity, right? Because if you do not have that as you're making your decisions, and your heart is so terribly powerful. So the heart is, I believe, is the center of the self, because we are emotional beings. And as emotional beings, we live off of how we feel. And we need to have that conversation from the heart to the mind. And as we have that conversation, things are revealed. We reveal our inner truth more and more and more. And so there's a sense of falling in love. There's a sense of balance coming, a sense of healing coming for the heart, because you're claiming back that power that was taken away, the chaos that was happening for simply the sake of chaos. And because you had become so used to this chaotic world that you were living in. And so as the love flows in, as you are a leader of this love, you also have, again, a very strong connection to a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And this could be within your chart. This is also the power within yourself to move you forward. It leads you to blessings. Like this love comes in and blessings abound. So you have the blessings of the mind and the blessings of the passion. So the Ace of Swords is the blessings of the mind. This is our visionary self. This is the way we, speak, the way we communicate with the world. This is why communication is so coming through in your chakras as so profound, because you're having a blessing of it, and you're absolutely taking it and running with it, and you're slaying the dragons of the past. Of the past to move you forward. And so here, with the Ace of Swords, you're stepping into your power in a astoundingly real way and an astoundingly beautiful way. So it's a gift. It is a gift. It is a gift that you are absolutely using. It is a gift that should be treasured, because only, the elite got to use swords, quote unquote elite. So here there wasn't really nothing quote unquote about it. They were the elite. They were the powerful, the wealthy, the ones that made the rules and, went out there and obtained the wealth. So here, that is exactly what it's giving to you. Okay, it's giving you this sense of power. It's giving you this sense of astounding skill. It's giving you this sense of, of purpose. It's like a birthright is being shown to you, okay, really powerfully. And as it is, you're definitely getting this birthright from your angels, and it's anointing you with this sense of blessings, with this sense of peace and harmony and understanding and power and beauty. And as you take this in, hey, with the Ace of Wands, now you're not taking the Ace of Wands gift right away, but it is permeating every single aspect. So it's not quite as given, okay, with the Ace of Wands as it is with the Ace of Swords, that you will be taking this gift, because we have the Knight of Swords here representing you in the public world, right? And you're definitely moving forward with that sword right in your hands. So here with the Ace of Wands, this is something that you work a little bit harder for. All right. And it is something that you're striving for after the emotional vampire, after feeling, drained, or as if you have to hide your gifts or yourself, or, whatever. You then have the Ace of Wands coming in and being passionate. You have the Ace of Wands coming in, and this is your creativity. This is your passion. This is what you're cultivating and moving forward with. And as it comes around you, as it embraces you, you embrace it. And you feel more blessed. You feel more empowered. You feel as if, like, oh, wow, I see it. I see it and I understand it. So with the Ace of Wands, there is this sense of calling to the purpose of why you're here on this earthly plane. And there is something here, like you might find yourself saying, like, is this all life has to offer? Or what is my purpose? Why am I here? Why do I struggle? Why do I work so hard? What is going on? And so as you have this gift coming in, it does make you question yourself. It does make you, sit there and think, am I doing this all for nothing? And the answer is no, you're not. You're not doing this for nothing. You're doing this for a very powerful and very real reason. And that reason is to charge yourself forward, is to go after what you desire, is to sit there and say, this is my truth. This is who I am. And I will not be held back. Now, the Knight of Swords tends to act a little bit rashly. All right? So know here that you have this rash thinking coming in, and you might want to act instantaneously on something, especially if you get caught up in the in the Cancer Leo drama that's going on. And it's so funny because it's flanked on either side with Earth sign energy. So it's flanked on either side with you. So here, as you're moving forward and you're stuck in the middle of this drama, you might find yourself biting your nails, sitting there and thinking, what do I do? How do I move forward? And then the other side of you is like, don't be such a pansy about this, just do it. Just pick something and do it, go forward and make this decision. So here you're going to sit there and be like, oh, okay. I need to have a conversation between these two sides of me. I need to see, why am I worried? And then I need to see why I'm saying, just do it. I'm being a Nike commercial, right? So here, there is this sense of needing to have the openness of the mind. And what's really interesting here is, as I look at the sword, it just keeps on looking like a feather to me. So you're going to find that the pen is mightier than the sword. There's something here that you'll read. There's some inspiration that comes your way that helps you move forward in the direction that is desired. You might sit there and be asking for a sign and open up a book and find it, or stumble across something. But it was first written, okay? The written word here is going to have a powerful impact on you, a powerful way of moving you forward, all right? It's also a strong connection here with the chaos of the wands. It can be with water signs and with air signs, all right? But it's with your mind and your heart coming together, most definitely. And as it comes together, the veil is lifted from your eyes. You see deeper truths, deeper reasonings, deeper peace coming forward. And there's a sense of the deeper meaning to your existence. You have the repeat of the number 2 right here in the same line as it moves forward in cups, which moves towards love. 2 is a lover's number, most definitely. It is also a number of creation. It's a number of inspiration. It is a number of communication. And so here, you're going to find that this all is happening on a much deeper level, on a much deeper plane than you had thought it would. All right? So here, things have deeper meanings. Things are actually touching your soul during this time, and it's in the public arena. So you're going to be seen as a bit mysterious. Kind of think Oracle of Delphi, mysterious, the person who was in the cave, who, people came from all over the ancient world to talk to get her prophecies, and she spoke in riddles, and so they had to work it out. And so here, it's kind of like that sort of mystery surrounds you. So you might find that people are coming to you, okay? They're coming to you for advice. They're coming to you with their problems, all right? And what you're giving them is actually very, very helpful, but it might be a riddle to them. Like they have to kind of, crack that nut. I'm just seeing like a walnut opening up. And so here, there is that sense of power around you. There's that sense of passion around you. And there is that sense of just very deep spiritual wisdom guiding you forward. And people are going to see that of you, really. And you're going to see that of yourself. So there's a sense where you might be reading more spiritual books. People might see you listening to, you might be listening to different podcasts or whatever it is. Just, it's deep, okay? And people see that it's deep. Like you're not really this kind of floating on the surface type of person, like just shallow, okay? No deeper meaning. It's all going to be very deep, very meaningful, very multifaceted with you. And then the 8 of Cups, when you have the balance coming, you have this knowledge coming in. The 8 of Cups is you're walking away from what you once thought you would love. There's a change that happens. And it's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And I know people get mad with that. It's like, why do we have to rise from the ashes? It's like, okay, every single day you wake up, you are rising from the ashes of who you once were when you went to sleep. All right? You're rising from the the ashes of the subconscious. Okay, you're leaving that world behind, and it becomes dimmer and dimmer as we go on throughout our day. Like our dreams become dimmer and dimmer as it goes on. And so here with the Eight of Cups, you are rising, and it's saying that you are embracing each new day with passion and with purpose and with dedication, because you are embracing what you love, but you're also seeing what isn't. Okay, what couldn't be, what you don't want in your life anymore. And that's a powerful truth for you. And it leads you to the world opening. It leads you to the sense of beauty coming in, this sense of harmony guiding you, this sense of serenity becoming part of your soul. This is beauty, okay? This is Venus rising from the sea. And with this Botticelli image, Venus was born of sea foam. So the myth of Venus is that she was born of sea foam. She came from the sea. And so here, it's like something beautiful comes from the world of your emotional understanding. And as it comes forward, it is laid bare. You are laid bare to the world as it opens up to you. And that is astoundingly overwhelming, yes. But it's as you are breaking these emotional vampire ties, all right, as you are claiming your power, you are handed a gift by your angels, most definitely, by your angels to move you forward, okay, as you're moving from the place of kind of miserliness, people stealing from you type of thing, people taking away your energy, your blessings, right? You're moving to a place of being anointed with blessings, of, having this passion, having this life purpose be made clear, and it leads you to the opening of the shell. It leads you to the world opening up to you. It leads you to an emotional understanding of what you truly want and where it is that you want to be. And it also says here, Taurus, that this is a time to put yourself first. Not in the way that, nobody else matters, but in the way that when you're on a plane and they say, if, in the case of emergency and the air masks fall down, put the air mask around yourself first before you help the child or, the person who's struggling next to you. Because if you don't, and you both become in distress, you're not going to help anybody. So that is very much here what I'm seeing. It's kind of like, make sure that you matter, all right? Because that is going to be something that you kind of put on the back burner instantaneously. It's kind of like, oh, okay, well, everybody else needs this. I'm just going to soldier through, move forward. And then when there's time, maybe I'll take care of me. And even then, maybe not. All right? So let's go deeper. Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides this message. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Deeper understanding. Let us go deeper, let us go deeper. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Let us go deeper, let us go deeper. Oh, okay. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Let us go deeper. Let us go deeper. Let us go deeper. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Let us go deeper. Let us go deeper. Awesome. So we have here the Five of Swords. Again, you're crowned by the Five of Swords. So you're crowned by the Five of Wands. Okay, so you're crowned by the Five of Wands, and now you have the Five of Swords. So it's karmic, and it's real. I mean, seriously. And then we have the Strength card coming here. A karmic lesson learned with a Leo. So you guys have already, kind of come to agreement of this before you came down on this earthly plane. Three of Cups. Oh. So the Three of Cups for me is... Okay, we'll get into that. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, but that is nice. So you have Confucius here. Now this is judgment coming in. Okay. Then you have the Three of Coins. The Eight of Coins. So your hard work is very much paying off. Your angels are moving you up. There's logic. There's understanding. It's kind of like the wisdom of Confucius comes forward. I think I picked them up this way, hopefully. Six of Cups. Five of Coins. Did I say six? Yeah. And then Four of Coins. Okay. So again, you have the emotional vampire card right here, right? Even though this one looks super lovely, like this child looks super happy, but you do have the emotional vampire card in the world, and you have the 5 of coins. So you have the repeat of the number 5 in this reading twice. So with the repeat of the number 5, 5 is a freedom number. 5 is also a number of things being resolved more quickly than you had thought, because you felt in this world on the outside of wealth, right? And here, there's a sense of having to fight a battle that you had already had to have fought before. You've already fought it. You're like, I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. This is not what I thought it should be, or not what I wanted, and I don't want to fight this battle again. And then you have this Leo energy, which we were told to be mindful of in the very beginning. So there's something here, and I do believe this is a karmic thing. It's either with a Leo or somebody who's acting very much like a negative Leo, okay? It's not Leo in its most positive aspect, but also there is a sense, okay, Spirit just said, there is a sense of there being more people here involved in this than you might think, okay? And you can have another Leo coming into your life who is helping resolve this karmic debt, this karmic pattern, all right? And who is a very positive Leo, and who is lending strength to you when it is needed, okay? Who has your back. And so here, with this karmic issue that's coming up, you might have to dish something out with a Leo, just quite frankly, because the 3 of Cups, for me, this is a person who hands you a gift, all right? And the gift, it's a gift of love, of support, like I'm going to stand there with you, but they're not really celebrating you. They're like half celebrating you, but they're really going out after themselves. So here, it's also to tell us, remember who matters. Remember who really has our backs. Because a lot of times we put our faith in people who we really want to have our backs, but they don't. They have their own agenda. And sometimes this can also be putting your faith in somebody or desperately wanting somebody from your past to change. Okay, that could be a karmic lesson right here. And you're finding the strength, okay? You're having this power come to you to move you forward. Okay, blessings start coming to you. Power starts coming to you. This sense of, of perseverance and understanding becomes part of you. And that strength is going to move you forward from this karmic debt. But as you move forward into your truth and your beauty, okay, there is a sense of this karmic debt being resolved. And here it's saying those people that we have trusted, right, who didn't deserve our trust. And this could be a parent, this could be a best friend, this could have been a lover, this could have been a spouse that you put your trust in. And you said, I believe in you. I believe you will celebrate me. And you got betrayed. And that's devastating. How do you walk back from that? And sometimes it takes almost a lifetime to understand how to come back from that sort of hurt. This is what you're facing now. It's not that hurt replaying itself, but it's stepping out of it, and it's having the strength to move forward in love and in kindness. But also do note, for some of you Taurians, right, this is having a conflict with a Leo energy, or somebody who just, I'm right, you're welcome sort of mentality. And it was because you were betrayed by them. And you're finding an end to this karmic debt. This was a dance that you guys were supposed to go through. And as you address this, okay, as you go through this, as it becomes real to you, you tame a lion. You tame this wildness that was bringing terror into your life. Okay, that was bringing a fear and apprehension that was keeping you from growing. It was kind of like it was shutting down your growth. It moves you to Confucius. Now this is judgment. Okay, this is wisdom. But, and I think this is funny because I studied Confucius in college. It's simplistic wisdom sometimes. And it seems like the most obvious thing, but it is profoundly deep. So here with this Confucius, with this judgment that comes forward, it's not over the biggest of things all the time. It's over the innumerable little things that we do within our lives that shows the world, that shows divinity, that shows our angels who we are. And that is the power of your heart right now, is moving forward in these little things, is saying, I will focus on the little things. And what's coming to me is this one parable that Confucius taught, where he said with his students, he thought he had this one student that was absolutely beyond the realms of gifted. He was the best student. And one day Confucius was walking and he walked through their dormitories. And this guy was sitting there being all braggadocious, eating too much food, drinking too much. And Confucius was confused. He was like, what the heck? You're not living up to what you said. And then he sees this other student who he didn't think was the brightest kid. He just didn't. And that kid was living Confucius's teachings. And so he said, it's how you live. It's not what you say. And that's going to be the judgment of things during this time. It's how you live. It's not what you say. And that's going to be powerful because that's going to bridge gaps. And then there's a sense of skill coming in, of skill through knowledge, through understanding, through passion, through purpose, right? It's not working with a whole bunch of people. It's really embracing your skill and your power. There's training coming in. There's prosperity moving you forward. It's training that will bring wealth. It's hard earned. It's not going to be easy. The Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, is hard work, dedication, discipline. It pays off. And your heart knows this. And the Judgment here knows this. It knows that it needs that hard work and that discipline. It's kind of like, I would love to win the lottery the next day, right? But I know that the chances of that are slim. It's not that I'm saying, oh, I'll never win. It's saying that I have to be prepared and not live in a hope or a wish or something that I don't have any control over. But if I work hard, yes, circumstances may come that are out of my control. Okay, but my heart knows that if I work hard, in my heart, I feel like there should be a payoff. And there will be a payoff because you're more dedicated, you're more disciplined, you're more than you were yesterday. Okay, you were like that phoenix rising. And as that comes in, it leads you to the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is you're leaving behind your past. It's like he's being sloppy here. And he's thinking of, oh, look how great things can be. It's like, don't be sloppy. Don't be sloppy living in the past, living in the anger of the past or in the joy of the past. It's time to be in the present. And it's time to nurture who you are. And as you do so, you have the Five of Coins. Publicly, you have felt like you are on the outside of wealth. And that's why with the Six of Cups, it's like Six of Cups is imagination. Six of Cups is wanting to go back to the past or letting the past have tremendous power over your present. And it's like, no, I'm no longer. And it has to do with money, okay? It has to do with the way that you think that you can have wealth come in, okay? So this could be thinking, what my teacher said were true. I'm never going to be successful. I'm never going to have wealth, and that's the way that it is. What my parents said was true. What my, ex said was true. What my current lover said was true. And so you feel like you're on the outside of wealth. It's like, no, you are deserving of wealth, prosperity, success, and bounty. Okay? Call it in. And you might be saying, I'm calling it in. I'm saying to the universe, to my angels, I want this. And know that you're putting it into the vortex. Okay? There's Abraham Hicks. And what Abraham Hicks says is that we put into the vortex, everything that we don't want. Every time we learn, we put that into the vortex. It's like, I don't want this. I don't want that. Because your payoff comes. And what I would love is that this payoff happened all at once. And then all of a sudden, you had this like fancy car, this amazing house, everything like that. And everybody could see it. But the payoff comes slowly, steadily. Okay? Not all the time steadily either. But it comes slowly. And it can come over years, over decades. Okay? And then you start to see your prosperity, your success, your bounty. Because also you start to change the way that you look at this. Confucius says, look at what you are good at and celebrate that. Even if it doesn't seem to be something that is extraordinary. It could just be something that is powerful. Okay, it's your blessing, it's your truth, it's your power. And it leads you then to the countdown. And we have that countdown again from 5 to 4. And this is the release of vampiric energy, of vampires, emotional energy vampires, of feeling like wealth is something to be hidden away, is feeling like, either you're tied down by too many things, okay, weighed down, or you're never going to have enough. And it's like, no, enough is enough. I'm changing that story because that is not my truth. And as you change that story and you embrace your truth, you will see you become childlike and free and able to celebrate and show off the wealth that is you. Because the seeds, the coins that we are given, think of them as seeds. We plant them in our gardens. And if your garden is a battlefield, nothing really grows in a battlefield until the battle calms down and the soil can heal and the earth can heal. And then you can plant the seeds. So if you've been through a battle, which some of you Taurians, you really have, right? And it can also be the battle of getting up each day and going and doing. Give yourself respect. Tend that soil. Tend your earth. Tend yourself. See the power coming in. See the beauty guiding you. Now let's look at the people who are going to be your allies during this time. So who are the positive people Taurus should be aware of for July 16th to the 31st, 2020? Who are the positive people for Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020? Angels and spirit guides, guide this message. Guide this message. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. All right. Who are the positive? Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, sorry. I have something in my eye. Okay, cool. So we're having here Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st. Okay? This is somebody who creates. I just see this as a creative person. I see this as a religious person, but maybe not orthodoxy. Just, I almost see this like a magpie of religions. Like they pick up a little bit here, a little bit there, and they have it become part of them. This is also somebody who is immensely curious. Like you could not find a more curious person, even if you wanted to. They love to learn, to understand, to explore. They ask why a lot. Okay. Then we have the Hermit. This is a Virgo energy. Time frame, August 23rd to September 22nd. This is somebody who is more reserved. Okay, much more reserved, very introspective. Even if they are an outgoing person, you'll see them like they need time to recover from things. They need to step back. They need to embrace. They need to follow their light, their passion. And this is somebody who you're going to be drawn to, okay? Somebody who is inspiring you during this time. Yeah. And you're drawn to their light. You're drawn to their understanding. But this is not a showy person. This is actually the opposite of a showy person. This is a very kind of, sometimes you could almost overlook this person. You really could. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Then we have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. This is somebody who is passionate. This is somebody who is ready to spring from their seat. All right. This is somebody who is nurturing and caring and confident, just astoundingly confident. And there's something hidden here that is really beautiful that you are going to see about them, right? And that you are going to see about yourself. And then the Prince of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person moves slow. Okay. Actually, the slowness of the way the person moves, you actually can find a little annoying. But this is a person who is kind of slow and steady wins the race. Slowly and steadily building, developing, becoming. And that is powerful for you. That is absolutely powerful for you. Because it's kind of like they're doing it right. And they're slowly doing it. They're passionately doing it. They're powerfully doing it. And it is beautiful for you. And it is beautiful for them. So let's look here. This can also be somebody starting their financial journey. Okay? It's kind of like they found their place, they found their calling, and they're starting to move forward, but it's slow go. All right? So that could also be a way to describe this person. Let's see what your spirit animal message is for this time. Taurus, July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. July 16th to the 31st, 2020 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right, awesome. The hummingbird spirit, be here now. Be in the present, be in the here and the now. Don't sit there and think, oh, well, tomorrow. And don't sit there and think of yesterday. Be in the present, be in the here and the now, because that is going to be what moves you forward. It really is. It's going to be your most powerful ally, is to be in the present and to be truly connected truly connected to this world. Right? Actually, can we put this over here? Will that work? Awesome. All right. So let's look at your subconscious messages. Right. So we're going to start with your we're going to start with your chakras. Yeah, okay. And it is meditation. This is the third eye chakra. Subconsciously, you need to meditate, you need to connect, because it's opening up that connection with your heart. And you have the king and the queen of cups here. So that connection with your heart is only going to empower you, embolden you. All right? People-wise, subconsciously, very much drawn to the Lord. This is the Emperor. This is an Aries energy, March 21st to April 19th. And this is a person who is astoundingly powerful. Astoundingly powerful. Okay? And you can see that force in them. You can. And this is a person who gets the job done. This is a person who looks after things, who cultivates things, who makes things secure. All right? Subconsciously, you can be that person. Oh, your subconscious is that person. That's what Spirit just said to me. Your subconscious is that person. But this is also a person, if you have an Aries in your life, or somebody like born on the cusp, or yeah. All right, interesting. So what I'm seeing here is that this is a person who guides things forward. Okay? So you will have this energy around you, in you, during this time. This is also for those of you who have loved ones who have passed. Okay? Spirit is also saying that this is a father-like figure looking down on you, connecting with you. Okay? Yeah, and I feel that very, very strongly. And I feel like this person is very proud of you. Very proud of what you've done. All right? Even if at times you're not proud of what you've done, they're like, okay, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep on moving forward. And they're very matter-of-fact about the whole entire thing. Okay? So let's look here with your, very matter-of-fact, with your spirit animal, porcupine spirit. Time for beginner's mind. Don't bring all the old baggage into it. This is a new start. This is a new start. This is a new power. This is your passion coming forward. And then for the tarot, subconscious guidance is the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? You have that beautiful combination of earth sign, fire sign energy around you. And also, because you are the earth sign, also it is the water sign. So the water carves through the earth. The fire warms the earth, right? It can also cleanse the earth or reach through the earth. So too much fire can be destruction, yes. But this is passion. This is dedication. This is again having that energy to kind of like want to spring up. It's kind of like the worker king. This is the king that wants to roll up his sleeves and get his hands dirty. Can he always do that? No, because he has a job to do, and he takes that job seriously. Okay? So it's like, okay, there might be some restraints on things, but you have that power to get things done, to move things forward. And then we have your final subconscious tarot message, which is the Eight of Cups. Again, you're walking away from something you once thought you would love. It's an ending. And you know what? Good riddance. Good riddance to new and it's time to embrace new blessings. Good riddance because new blessings are coming in. And it's walking away from what you once thought you would love, what you once thought you would want. It's like, no, I don't. This is me. This is what I desire. This is what I want. This is who I am. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. And now let's end with a clearing of the space, and again a centering of the self. Again, just take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it is comfortable for you. Blessings to you all.